currently working on a show that has a working title at the moment, which is The Food Show. And the process that we've gone through so far has been incredibly enriching, but also very intense. So Colin approached me about the project back in March, and immediately we started researching the former Yugoslavia and the history of that area, specifically during the 80s and 90s, but it also, we went further back than that, back to history of the area in World War II and back around the early 1900s. So the first thing we did, would have been the first week that I was here, we took all this research that we had accumulated over the 4 months, and we put it up on a wall, creating a timeline. And perhaps we can show you an image of it. The wall is covered with information. And from that, we then started taking some of the more key moments and asking ourselves, how can we take this and make it part of a dinner party experience? And so we would take moments, attach them to the dinner, and then make them a part of our storyboard. So now we have a storyboard of about probably 15 to 17 scenes, all of which now are currently being written. And I would say we have about 3/4 of the show written at this point. And actually last week we started getting into the actual physicalization of it, because as Colin has stated, this show is going to be the character, myself, actually cooking for the audience. And so we have to figure out how long it's going to take to cook the food. How are we going to incorporate the stories into the making of the dinner? And last week we did our first test run of it, and it was really interesting to see how that's going to work structurally, and it definitely influences the way that we structure the piece as a whole. But so far, the process has been really exciting. A lot of really interesting connections are being made, and next time we talk to you, we'll probably have a title for the show.